I'm Pierpaolo Piccioli, I'm the creative director of Valentino.
My name is Alexander Fury. I am a fashion journalist and critic, and I am one of the curators that has worked on the Forever Valentino exhibition.
My name is Massimiliano Gioni. I am the artistic director of the new museum, and I am the co-curator of the exhibition Forever Valentino in Doha, opening in a couple of weeks.
I think that the value of this exhibition, which is not a retrospective but is a perspective, is in the content of Valentino, in a celebration of the Valentino cause. I do believe that the value of the work of Mr. Valentino is still relevant and is still meaningful even for today. So we can sell everything about this nostalgia or this celebration of the past, but we definitely discorded to give light to the cause, to the sign, to the symbols of Valentino, but looking forward always.
For me, I think the identity of Valentino is really tied in with the idea of beauty and the idea of creating beauty. I think you can see in Valentino this kind of championing and celebration of very classical ideas of beauty, but you can also see new developments of beauty, these new ideas, new perceptions of beauty that tie in with the modern world. And that's certainly something that Pierpaolo embraces wholeheartedly in his work. And then also there's a timelessness as well, that there's something really eternal about a lot of Valentino's creations. And I think that is kind of a testament to the incredible craftspeople, to the love and passion that they have for their work, which is something that is completely kind of out of any moment. And I think that's something that's very kind of fundamental to Valentino, is looking at the world differently and creating beauty differently.
The exhibition almost looks simultaneously through a microscope and through a telescope. That means there is an attention to details, a possibility to get really close to the creative process and to the clothes themselves. Valentino particularly was able to redefine also certain ideas around women and to present them as empowered figures. And there are moments like the final room, which is this kind of cascades of clothes on a simulation of the Spanish Step. There is another room, which is this very spectacular double height gallery. There is a constant tension between the intimate and almost the architectural and the urban scale. There are moments that are more restrained. There is a large gallery that it's all black and white, which alludes also to the history of Valentino's collaboration in cinema. First appearances in the world of public media was in the legendary film by Antonioni. Again, it's in this constant tension between explosions of colors and moments of more restrained beauty that I think the exhibition achieves an interesting spark and dialogue.
To me, colors are part of the language, vocabulary of fashion. As a creator, I do relate with colors, with embroideries, with shapes, with volumes, in a very instinctual way. I think I arrived to a point where not trying to, not thinking about colors, not thinking about volumes, but just following my instinct and my emotion. I like thinking of colors in a different way, not thinking with progressed thoughts about colors. When I decided to use pink as a monochrome color in the collection, working on a monochrome was meaning to go deeper into the surfaces, into the shapes, into the volumes, and using one color only was meaning like working in black and white. You go deeper to the image and you see, you cannot use the color to decodify the image. And it was a way to describe the individuality of the people rather than the culture and the genders or whatever, because covering arms and legs was meaning to highlight the faces, and through the faces you see the people. But it's always sometimes interesting to see how the absence of colors is part of the creation. When everything is white, It's like a toile where with colors, with embroideries, you can work on it and they can believe something else. So you feel that colors are part of the language itself.